Hey everybody, I'm the Ranting Monkey and I shouldn't even be making this video. A perfect storm has formed, making me one very annoyed monkey. I've had very little sleep, I'm in a lot of pain, and this is a response to uptight jackasses who can't take a fucking joke. Should I make this video in this state? Well, let's find out. A few days ago I made a video featuring Angry MGTOW. You remember him, he's the guy who gets over women he's imagined relationships with by closing his eyes and watching the woman's image burn up in the sun as circus music plays in his head. He came to my attention through a tweet where Shoe-on-Head was laughing about being called a feminist by this MGTOW. In the video, I covered the shoe topic very quickly and then moved on to a few other videos the guy made because I found him to be quite entertaining in that unintentionally humorous way that I love so much. In that video, I also made a couple of jokes about MGTOWs in general, and boy did that cause some lack of pussy-induced rage. As I said in that video, my exposure to MGTOW was very limited on purpose. My first exposure to it was through a video that I honestly thought was satire for the first 5 minutes I watched it. When I realized the guy was serious, it just became funnier to me, but it wasn't something I wanted any part of, so I left and didn't give it another thought until the shoe incident. I've received a lot of comments from MGTOWs telling me that I was unfair in my assessment of the movement based on what I was saying about Angry MGTOW and using him as a source. I was told that the movement has nothing to do with hating or avoiding women, and many rational, reasonable alternatives to Angry MGTOW were recommended. Ironically, one of the rational ones repeatedly suggested to me was the guy who had made the video that turned me away from MGTOW in the first place, MGTOW 101. However, I did consider that maybe I was too harsh on the MGTOWs. To me, I was just making a cheap joke before moving on to the utter insanity that is Angry MGTOW, but a lot of people took offense and I admittedly hadn't done a lot of research, so I watched every goddamn reasonable MGTOW recommended to me. I've realized I was far too kind in my original assessment. Now, I'm going to stop right here and tell you that if you're MGTOW and happy, I wish you no ill will. I hope you have a wonderful life, but I'm still going to make fun of this shit. I had no intention of making another MGTOW video, but the demand was so strong and the butt hurt so severe it just has to be done. So let's check out another one of these reasonable examples I was given so I can move on with my fucking life.
Hi everyone, Sandman here. I'm getting a number of people asking me to do an introduction video for MGTOW, so here it is.
Now as I watched these videos, it became clear to me that while Angry MGTOW's delivery isn't as polished as some of the others, the message is still pretty much the same, minus the clown music. One of the most recommended SJWs, MGTOWs, was Sandman here. If you go to his channel, this is his highlighted video. The video we're watching is 2 years old, but I watched a lot of his newer stuff too. A favorite being Paranoid Women, where he actually uses the fucking term microaggressions unironically. Anyway, since I didn't find anything that suggests he's had a change of heart, and since he features this video himself, I feel it's perfectly reasonable to judge this MGTOW by the introduction he made to the movement.
I'm going to cover 25 of the most important video topics that I've covered since I've started my channel.
We are not going over all 25. The link is in the description below if you want to watch the entire unedited bundle of fucking crazy that this video is, but I'm not going through it all here.
And the first thing to remember about MGTOW is that a man that has taken the metaphorical red pill is a man that has learned the ugly truth about female nature. Women are made out to be harmless, beautiful creatures, but the truth is many women today will rip out your heart and testicles through your wallet and move on to their next victim with absolutely no second thoughts. And they often have no guilt or remorse in the process.
I was repeatedly told MGTOWs do not hate women. What this guy just described would be known as a sociopath. Now, I did love Dexter, so maybe this seemingly hateful description just sounds harsh, but they're actually lovable, greedy, testicle-stealing sociopaths.
So taking the red pill is making yourself aware of how women operate, and you stop being naive about it. With regards to becoming a MGTOW, there are 4 or 5 different levels to MGTOW. The first level is the purple pill man. This is the man that's aware that women use the government, the courts, and men's desires to reproduce to take advantage of men. But the purple pill man believes that the risks of a relationship and marriage are often worth the potential punishment.
Okay, level 1, purple pill. Women be bitches but might still be worth the punishment. Wait, punishment?
A level 2 MGTOW believes in dating and short-term relationships, but not marriage, long-term relationships, or cohabitation with women. To him, these often seem very dangerous.
Level 2, no pill color. Women still be bitches, marriage is bad, dating and short-term relationships are okay, long-term relationships and living with women starting to seem dangerous.
A level 3 MGTOW doesn't believe in dating women at all, and limits his interactions with women as much as possible.
Level 3. Again, we're not given a pill color, but women definitely be dangerous bitches and should be avoided as much as possible. This is the reasonable stuff.
A level 4 MGTOW tries to limit his interactions with the state and everyone else as much as possible, too. He is what is referred to as a guy that's ghosting or trying to stay invisible to women and the state.
Level 4. Become the Unabomber. Does my offhand joke about guys moving into the woods and beating off still sound like an unreasonable assessment of the movement?
One very important thing to remember is that many more women today, in their 20s, than in past generations, are riding the cock carousel.
Oh shit, we're back to circus music, and this time with spinning cocks. We're gonna skip ahead, but basically what he's saying here is that young women like random dicks before they finally settle down to just one guy to rip the heart and testicles from.
Women look to settle down with a beta male provider, a blue pill man with little to no understanding about female nature. If he's ignorant about the way women operate, then he's more easily manipulated.
So women are manipulative, heart, testicle, and wallet-stealing sociopaths, but there's no hatred here. I'm starting to miss the relative sanity of SJWs.
Anyways, MGTOW men want North America and Europe to turn into Japan. We want men refusing to provide love and resources to women on a civilization-wide scale until society crumbles.
This is the example of a reasonable MGTOW. The guy who just said he wants society to crumble. Fuck this, I'm done. If you want to watch the full insanity, it's linked below. I also highly recommend his video Shit Tests, where we get a glimpse of his childhood, which a psychologist would have a fucking field day with. I also recommend some of his newer stuff for the sheer entertainment value. He's no angry MGTOW, but he'll do in a pinch. If you're MGTOW and it's working for you, I wish you all the best. But please spare me the bullshit about how I'm being unfair when your own fucking reasonable source actually makes you look crazier than my little joke. I will correct myself on one thing. I said MGTOWs move into the woods to jack off, but my journey did teach me they seem obsessed with sex robots. So it's probably more fair to say they move into the woods with a fleshlight. Otherwise, well, you heard him. The fucker wants society to collapse. Calling that crazy seems pretty fair to me. On a final note, I'm not going to deny that men get fucked by a court system and laws set up by politicians who pander to the most moronic demands of feminists, nor will I deny that social justice warriors have turned our colleges into jokes, or any of the other shit I've already made videos about. It's one of the reasons I make the videos I do and speak out against third-wave feminism and SJWs whenever I can. That kind of insanity needs to stop. But becoming caricatures of what feminazis paint men to be is not helpful. We don't need society to crumble. We need to fix the overreactions that third-wave feminism and social justice has brought us. Overreacting in the other direction is not the answer. Still, if you're MGTOW and happy, be happy and leave me the fuck out of it. That's going to wrap up another one. I'm the Ranting Monkey, and I will see you next time.